is a video explaining how to do order of operations. One of the things that we use to help us remember order of operations is this word PEMDAS. And PEMDAS is helpful, but sometimes it's also a little confusing. So I'd like to talk about some of the ways that it's helpful and some of the ways that it might be confusing. First of all, we want to write this PEMDAS, or sometimes we say, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, to help us remember that order, but it's nice to write it up and down. Here's PEMDAS. And even though there are 6 letters, there's really only 4 steps. So I can write 1, P stands for parentheses. The E stands for exponents. Exponents. M is multiply. B is divide. A add, and S subtract. 2 exponents, 3 multiply and divide, and 4 add and subtract. And so with the parentheses, what you need to remember with parentheses is that we do the inside first. If there's no operation, if you have, let's say, 1 plus 3, let's change this to 10 divided by 2 parentheses 5. In this case, there's nothing inside the parentheses, just the number 5. There's no operation, so you just skip that step. Okay. I think it's also interesting to note that in other countries they might say something like, you could say gedmas, for example, because the G would stand for grouping symbols, anything that groups together. So parentheses, like this, brackets, the braces, or the absolute value symbols, like -7 plus 4. Before taking the absolute value of this, you want to add the operation. So -7 plus 4 would be -3. The absolute value of -3 would be 3. And so that's something to keep in mind. Square root. So here, 2 plus 7, for example. I'm going to add before I take the square root. Also, the division bar. Let's say 7 plus 3 divided by 10. Well, 7 plus 3 is 10, and then 10 divided by 10 would be 1. But you have to do everything in the numerator, and then everything in the denominator before you do the division. Okay, exponents. X, this is like x squared. We would do that next. Multiply and divide could be, as I showed here, this is divide, this is multiply. I could say gedmas, I could say gemdas. Doesn't matter. Because multiply and divide have the same priority, so we do them as they appear from left to right. So let me do a quick example. If I say 12 divided by 3, parentheses 4, again, don't let the parentheses fool you. You don't do the multiplication first in this case, because to the left we have a division and then we have a multiplication. So the first thing we're going to do is take 12 divided by 3, which is 4. Take 12 divided by 3, that's 4. And then we have this times 4, and that's still there. So now 4 times 4, now the answer is 16. That would be what this expression looks like. But what if I want it 3 times 4 to happen first? If I want to change the order, I have to put it in parentheses. So I take 12, divide by 3, parentheses 4. Sometimes when you have a set of parentheses and another set of parentheses, they'll swap out the parentheses for brackets. It has the same thing. So we do inside the brackets and inside the parentheses. or inside the brackets, we have 3 parentheses 4. That's 3 times 4. So then this would be 12 divided by 12, and 12 divided by 12 would be 1. But they look different because of the parentheses. That's what we do first. Now add and subtract, just like multiply and divide, we do those from left to right. So in this case, I've got, let's see, this long expression. How do I go about doing this? Think order of operations. So P of PEMDAS, this is what we do first. And then that's 3 plus 3. So 3 plus 3, what is 3 plus 3? 6. And then it says calculate all the exponents. All right, we'll calculate all the exponents. There's only one. And so 6 to the second power, that would be 36. Then next, step 3, it says calculate all multiplication and or division in order from left to right. So we have gone through parentheses. We did that. Exponents. When we did 6 squared, we got 36. We did that. Multiply and divide. So sometimes when you're doing a problem like this here, you have to do one before you can do the other. I had to do this in 2 steps because they were tied together. But if I had 12 divided by 3 plus 4 divided by 2, because of this plus sign, and I know that's going to be last, I can do these divisions in the same step. 12 divided by 3 would be 4, and 4 divided by 2 would be 2, with a plus sign, and then 4 plus 2 would be 6. This is like what we have here. So 4 times 36 would be 144. And then 10 divided by 2 would be 5. So then it says, calculate all adding and subtracting in order from left to right as they appear. Well, first I have this subtraction. So I'm going to do that. 177 minus 144 is 33, and then plus 5. 33 plus 5 would be 38. So go through, practice your your exercises, go in and do your assignment, derivative. If you have any additional exercises, like maybe in your note packets, try those. If you want additional practice, you can always Google order of operations practice, and you can get plenty of problems to practice with there so you feel like you're more confident on how to do this. Thank you. Work hard. You got this.